Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brett Keane from God TV Radio. Make sure you check out my gaming channel, Games You Love Situation, without the situation. And also make sure you check out my brother's YouTube channel and connect with me through all my stuff. You can do that by going to my website, godtvradio.com. The link can be found in the description. Today we're going to talk about the beautiful destruction of Steve, SHIVES, SHIVES, whatever the fucking case might be. It is a video produced by TheAmazingAtheist with clips of Steve showing himself to be a hypocrite, showing himself to contradict himself repeatedly, and showing that he doesn't really give a shit about the whole social justice warrior crap that is out there. To be honest with you, I personally don't give a shit about social justice crap either. I see groups and clubs for 40 years, which I'm almost 40, constantly pretending to be superior over everyone else, thinking that their opinions and ideas are better than the next. When you see as much bullshit as I have in the world, nothing, how shall I say, surprises you anymore. It just simply has no meaning or fucking value. So, back to what we're talking about. In the video, The Amazing Atheist points out that Steve SHIVES is talking about rape culture and about how we ought to be aware and show some concern and caring for women who've been raped. You know, I figured that would be common sense all the way back to the point where man supposedly evolved out of the fucking goo. We should all know that. But it's always nice to have some snobby-ass, self-righteous piece of shit remind us of how we ought to behave in society, and then turn around and completely do the opposite of what they claim that they're going to do. I have noticed with Christians, Muslims, pagans, Jews, deists, including atheists, that usually the most self-righteous ones are usually the dirtiest fucking sinners of all. You'll notice that. And that's probably one of the reasons why atheism is on a 2% rise in America. Let's talk about my interaction and experience with this fucking guy, and then I'm going to point out some things that maybe some people have forgotten. A while back, I actually tried to interact with Steve. I consider myself a very polite, decent person. However, my sharp attitude and personality, not withholding anything, completely going at it, don't have a problem with getting dirty. I've always tried to sit there and get into a conversation when I first meet people and get along with them. This fucking guy, though, I made a video a while back to him challenging him to some philosophical questions having nothing to do with social justice warriors or rape culture or feminism, anything having to do with his atheism. It was simply a topic about his views whenever it comes to the universe and some philosophy. That's it. When I produced the video and I uploaded it, a huge amount of atheists came to my fucking channel and said to me, the guy's probably going to block you. And at first I thought that they were just being assholes to me. At first I thought, these atheists, they harp on everybody, they rag on everybody, what do they know about this shit? But unfortunately, they were right. I went over to Twitter, I told the guy, hey, I made a video asking you some philosophical questions, nothing personal, nothing rough, completely polite. I kept my voice at a wave level. And the next thing I knew, when I refreshed the page to see if he responded, I was fucking blocked. The page said, you have been blocked by this user. And then I went over to his channel, tried to leave a comment, and I was blocked. He blocked me on Google+, and he blocked me on fucking YouTube itself, making sure that I would never be able to interact with him again. And what's funny about it, ladies and gentlemen, is at the time, I didn't have nothing against Steve. I didn't think Steve was a dickhead or anything like that. I actually thought some of his points were actually good at the time. So, in a way, I was not only trying to get answers from him, but I was actually trying to promote his channel and get him some views. But he showed that he was nothing more than a spineless fucking sponge. Now for The Amazing Atheist. The Amazing Atheist, I found kind of odd. He did a great job of destroying Steve SHIVES with all this bullshit having to do with rape culture and how the guy's a hypocrite, showing footage of them actually in a room with a woman by the name of Shayra, who I've actually had conversations with in the past. And she also hangs out with Pimp Monk X, Tommy from the Bronx. She's got a nice personality about her, but she's also someone I consider a drama queen, that all she enjoys is drama when it comes down to it. So I'm not surprised that she made light of rape and then he fucking laughed about it. That is usually what you should expect on the internet. A lot of people, they talk about shit, pretend they care, but in the end, they simply have no empathy. Sam Harris, the atheist, actually stated that there's over 3 million sociopaths in the world walking right now. Not in cages, not in prisons, but walking the fucking street. You can see that also talked about in The Moral Landscape if you're not familiar with Sam Harris's work. Amazing Atheist is probably not going to like what I'm about to say, but when has he ever? TJ, I do find it fascinating that you've made a video towards Steve SHIVES pointing out a huge flaw and discrepancy about this piece of shit. I find it fascinating that not so long ago, you actually got yourself in trouble for recording yourself and also talking to a woman who had been raped on Tumblr. I believe it was Tumblr, or was it Reddit? I'll have to look through my paperwork that I have in my folders. Yes, you have your own folder, so do many other people. It's not that you're a unique snowflake, it's just I keep shit organized. In this, you actually sat there and told a woman that she deserved to get raped. You actually said that you hoped that she got anally raped. You sat there and said that you hoped that, it was the most painful, fucking horrible experience that the woman could ever have. Steve SHIVES laughing at a woman who's been raped is fucking horrible. But what you did was, it's the kind of shit that if you said that to someone's sister or mother, they'd probably come hunt you down and do horrific things to you, probably on the level of Madeline O'Hara, the atheist woman who got butchered on the American Atheist Association. But people say it's the internet, it's entertainment, and the excuse is you were mad that day or you just wasn't in a good mood, so that's why you talked to a woman that you knew had been raped like a complete and utter piece of shit. So I find that fascinating. I find it fascinating that you knocked on another atheist for something that you've done worse. Oh, and before I let you go, how's that t-shirt you made about me working out? Have a wonderful day. God bless. And atheist men out there, you should probably go over to my other channel and watch my Atheist Women video by Keane. I try to teach atheist men how to properly respect and treat women, and especially women who are in the atheist movement. Peace out. Have a wonderful day.